As far as I know, there hasn't been a game series that has pivoted as much as the WonderBoy series has. What started out as a simple left-to-right running game, somehow, for its second iteration, transformed into an expansive, side-scrolling, stat-based RPG. Much like Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, on the NES. But, we're not here to talk about Zelda 2. At least not yet. We're here to talk about WonderBoy 2, WonderBoy in Monsterland, released in 1988 on the Sega Master System by West 1. Now, we covered the first in the series of WonderBoy a couple of episodes back on this channel, so check that out if you haven't. But the question must be asked, is the sequel better than the original? Well, let's pop her in and find out. WonderBoy is back, but this time he's playing for keeps. No more cute dolls, fruit, or milk. Now, it's swords, armor, shields, labyrinths, and fire-breathing dragons. Help WonderBoy through 12 perilous, monster-filled levels of challenging adventure. Now, for those who have played the original WonderBoy, you will understand that the cheeky references at the start, no more dolls, fruit or milk, they were all items you could collect in the original game. WonderBoy in Monsterland's gameplay is that of a side-scrolling RPG with 12 levels, filled with bosses, some optional, secret areas, various items, specialized equipment, and loads of enemies. As you begin the game, you will start with nothing, but gradually, as you move through the levels, take out enemies, and find treasure, you will end up obtaining equipment, items, and gold, which is used to buy better equipment sold in various shops. Now be sure not to exit a shop twice, or the shop owners will ban you from re-entering. So, no window shopping. Enter with a purchase in mind. Like most RPGs, you have a health bar consisting of hearts. If you lose all your hearts from too much damage, or from losing too much time, which you can reclaim by collecting hourglasses, you will die. Unless you have a revival potion, which acts kind of like an auto life. And once you are KO'd, the potion will be used automatically and you will remain alive. You can pause the game to view the status screen, which shows all the equipment and items you've accumulated so far. Speaking of, once you have the shield, if you don't move when a projectile goes to hit you, you'll be safe. It won't do you any damage. Just like Zelda 2. There are lots of secret areas and rooms in the game, some including rooms with optional bosses as mentioned before, that once defeated, can give you better weapons. As for obtaining gold, enemies will give you gold upon death, but only once. You cannot grind the same enemy for more gold. Now gold can also be found around random spots, just by jumping. DuckTales had a similar mechanic. When you kill a boss, it will sometimes leave a key, but not so fast. Don't collect the key until you've picked up all the coins, or at least as much as you can, because once you have, that room will be closed forever. Controls are tight, jumping and attacking feels good, and precise in my opinion. No issues there. I think the graphics are fantastic, and personally, I like them better than its arcade counterpart. Very clean. Now, I think the music's even better, with some very memorable tracks, especially the first few levels. The remake slash reboot slash sequel requel Remakequel? MonsterBoy in the Cursed Kingdom has incredible remixes of original WonderBoy music. I highly recommend it if you haven't to check it out on YouTube. But here's one of my personal favorites, which is also from this game. So I played through about 90% of this a couple of years back, and I still have my DIY walkthrough that I made with trial and error. The game is very enjoyable to figure out what to buy with your gold, like what items and what equipment is going to be best, you know, for the next level and for the enemies that you're coming up to, bosses and all. I like that trial and error aspect of it. Now in 2024, I can certainly appreciate what a fantastic title this is for the Master System. Now, for where I got it, it was actually a wedding present from one of my wife's friends, so that certainly stood out amongst all the kitchenware. On pricing, you're looking at around 40 for a cart, and probably about 80 for box. Now this is a beloved game from a classic franchise, and it is certainly worth adding to your collection. So, that was WonderBoy in Wonderland. So, that was WonderBoy 2, WonderBoy in Monsterland. A stark departure from the original game, but a welcome one. This RPG is a triumph in almost every way. Now, having said that, it will be jumping up and down randomly to find gold, and landing on a place in my shelf. Now, just as a quick aside, I've recently revamped my rating system. I've gone to a much simpler 3-star model. So, easy enough. 1 star is barrel bound. 2 stars is a great game and recommended. 3 stars is absolutely top tier and a must play. Now, of course, all of this is my personal opinion. And with that, I'll throw you back to Benji. Cheers for that. Now, in retrospect, there are no 0-star games. And if there was, I would have to revamp my system again. And I'm not doing that anytime soon. See you later.